Hello everyone, Kraken here, and welcome to another episode of Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. We are probably reaching the end of the game here by going after Jowd and the Temsic fragment that they stole. What we're gonna do, we're basically going to go into the ghost world, or go to yeah. Fucking Abyssal, what up?
What will happen to these two ladies?
I mean, it's up to us and our powers.
What?
This is no time to be staying around and sure of ourselves. Will you let me your strength missile?
Me, of course I will. Count on it.
We just have to talk to him for that? Really?
Huh?
There's one who works there, right? Oh, it does. There we go. The torpedo looks serviceable.
Well, set up this end too. But something's odd.
What is it?
The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking.
Sinking?
Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened.
I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. Right.
Okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you.
Okay, thanks.
I've already set the torpedo's course. I'll head towards the command room where Detective Jowd is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over the command room.
Okay, got it. And we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last test tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile?
I'm sorry, I can't go.
What?
I just can't. How can I leave? I can't leave Miss Camilla and Miss Lynn behind. I can't do it.
Missile.
I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sizzle.
I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels.
I want you to go, Missile. What? And Miss Lynn? Your staying here won't change our fate. But if you go, Sizzle, you might be able to make something happen. That's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla? I just know you can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! Let's goodbye, Missile.
Where's the other guy? Is he going with us?
Are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after our daughter's wage.
We're ready.
Sizzle?
Yes.
I never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. I know I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything.
I'm glad I met you, Detective.
But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile?
That's right. We promised, little lady.
Of course we will.
I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then.
Good luck, friend.
Where's the other guy? Is he coming with us as well? We didn't see his flame around. Maybe he came with us. Maybe he's inside of me. Thank you. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, hope, reach this far down to the sea before I can think of an answer? 12 seconds are up. Yeah, the third guy's in here. The one from 10 years ago. Detective Jowd!
I bet the big masked man did this. I'm going to fight him.
You better not, you might break your teeth. The command room lost its power in the sinking, so I wonder what this masked man's going to do.
Let's talk to Detective Jowd.
That guy's a core. That guy's a core now! Holy shit! That guy's a core, it means he's dead! He's dead! Sir, if we wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Sizzle? Please excuse my appearance. Can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? What about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Chad about everything that happened on the submarine you know. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would it do that to his own submarine? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 years, Detective Chad. Or you mule? So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yamil. That's right. But those people on the Yonao were calling you Sissel. That's just an lies I was using for my deal with them. I didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Why don't you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure. Go ahead. Sure, there's still plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective? Right. 10 years ago, you were a top system engineer, weren't you?
System engineer was that? But I am a top Pomerian, you know?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who is good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at the reorganization of the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government.
It doesn't sound like something a top Pomerian would know anything about.
To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me that I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved in this way. And then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. Yamil. It was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then the incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room, and he took little Lynn hostage. By the way, Detective Jowd, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yamil. 10 years ago. Yes. Smashed. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world, no question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. Yeah, saving everybody else is unlike living up yourself. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. So that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use the powers of mine to make a deal. Yeah, the deal. There was something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they helped me with my revenge plot, and the second one was a rebirth from me. Rebirth? A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. And finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. The completely man-made life. That's right, I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And the response in the end was betrayal. They were making their moves more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to the country and researched my powers on their own, and they even figured out what Temsik was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this? No, none at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go all of the trouble of making deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsik meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? They couldn't? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. Hey, it's me, bitch! Hey! By Inspector Cabanela and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance, just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looked like an ordinary peaceful park with our armed agents there at all time. Oh my god. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy's one of them? No, not him. He's just a plain old person. Okay. That park is like a silent battlefield on international scale. So that's why they could steal the Temsik meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a house inside, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsik meteorite. So that's it, eh? So the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there is one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Start with what? Bringing Detective Chow back to life, of course. What? What good will it do now?
But we promised! We promised that Miss Camilla would save them!
We can't do that without you, Detective Jowd. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your job. He just wants to rock the fucking sunglasses. Scissor glasses. So, where are we headed? We're not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel in barge lances away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. Oh! By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go through all the trouble to do this? There's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sif likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, Detective. Now it's time to say goodbye. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems. Camilla, forgive me. Hey, date. It isn't over yet.
Isn't?
Remember what the big man must said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning the situation around. I think I know which one it is. It's his body, isn't it? Hello?
What is it, Detective?
Look at Jamil's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsik fragment is gone. Could this change his shell? Mr. Kennedy? I figured it out. I know of this possibility, no matter how small, that they are afraid of. What is it? My time must perpetually stop thanks to the power of Temsik. This boy cycled through the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsik fragment has been taken away. Exactly, so what's that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsik fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So let's see, that means we can go back to 4 minutes before your death?
But wait a minute, exactly when is it death?
That's simple. We'll find out when we get there. Let's move! Press the rewind button! Oh boy. Holy shit. Oh, that's definitely the last one. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and then I saw it, the final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do is now remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Oh, we're at the last chapter now. Must be last chapter. Final chapter. There we go. When was Jamil's death? It was 10 years ago, when a Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we have a scene of that death. The start of it, all of it, is about to repeat itself. It's Lynn! What's she doing? Is that a potato? Hold it! Give it up. Do you really think you're gonna outrun me? Now just calm down and drop that weapon! Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her.
Skitty cat! Kitty meow!
Oh, Ken, shoot! You might get hurt. That looks beautiful. It's the fragment that's gonna hit him, isn't it? It hit the glass. And pierced right into him. Are you okay? You're alright now. Are you hurt?
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The guards, they're the one who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. So that's a Temsik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at this from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. You can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky. We might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jowd? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can't accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future.
Okay, let's get started.
This is kinda sad.
What are you doing? You're gonna hit poor Middle's eyes.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You're really startled, you wrist over. You even made a drop her sweet potato. I know much is this girl else's food too. Anyway, at least her fate changed, albeit ever so slightly. Does that really give us a fate change? Oh, I can move around further. Alright, how about rocking this? I shouldn't have gone in there.
Look at that, sweet potato! It's a big, scary sweet potato.
That's not a sweet potato, Mistle. That's Mino.
Alright, of course. Look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now they have the same shape.
So you're saying you could swap them. Good idea, Mistle.
Okay, here we go, and I'm going to need your help.
My help? That's right, I think. There we go. Oh look, the lamppost is bending.
But it hasn't broken yet.
It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. Just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Temsec fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, the fate should change. I'm stuck here. So is he. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. It's gonna fall down. There, how's that?
Look, the fragment course, it changed a little.
Now Ymil's fate should really change. Wait a minute, taking a look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No. Ugh! Detective Jowd! The Temsec fragment shot through his leg. What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Jowd, put the gun down, now! If you don't, you're going to shoot him! I don't know if this is detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! No! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life with my own hands.
I won't let that happen!
Missile! The bullet stopped in midair!
I'm here inside the bullet! Now let's swap it with something!
What? With what? Detective Jowd, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate, and to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around. There is. Gah! Oh no, we stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate has changed, but still, the fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. We're really overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Look out! Wake up! Gotta get out of there! Damn it, my lag won't work.
It's all over, we're out of time! Miss Lynn!
It's not over yet.
But there isn't anything else to swap with!
Why don't we just let it play out and then we can try to find next time. Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse, and then you can redo her lost innocence as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let it happen, not if I can help it.
What can we do now? Even if we work together?
I think it might be something that can be done. What is it?
What can Sizzle and I do?
Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Ymil. Sizzle, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me, let's go! Alright, I'll try to move there. Now, you gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. No. In that case, Make it spread as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. Remember, you only have a split second. Whoop! Now it's your turn, Missile.
What? Me? What can I do?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, got it.
There's so much storytelling here. You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position.
But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. No use, we can't solve the horrible Mino.
What can we do now? I don't see how getting a second or two helped. Oh, it helped, alright. After those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean? That's right. I'm going to save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Your gods! What? Ah, you're awake. The hell? He just...
Hey, mister, is your knee okay?
Oh, it'll be fine. Just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit. The main thing is that you're not hurt.
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods. They're the one who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could.
But... What's that?
This is the detective badge. We give it to children who've been very brave.
A detective badge?
Aww.
Thanks!
Okay, you know what to do, little detective.
Uh-huh.
Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. As if it was somebody else, me, who was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened.
It's a kitty, isn't it? It's a kitty! So cute. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there.
Come to think of it, how you saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray.
It's kind of limp. Is it okay?
I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about it? Take it to my house and look after it. Would you like to come home with me, little kid?
Ow, fuck you!
Oh, well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? The kitten's, of course. Sizzle's. No! He's the fucking cat! No way! Is he the cat? These long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Oh my god! Old friend. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into the spark. I was weak and all alone in the world. Somebody, please look at me. No kidding. Shoo, you might get hurt.
Somebody, please read a handout to me.
I had only just died at the time. I had lost everything, my life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who it was, I lived as a cat with you for a while. Oh my god. Fuck. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to just being a cat, and then the man got his buddy back. I took my buddy back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see, just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. He had a wife or something? I was a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yamil." Fuck. He had a wife. The man named me Sizzle. Was the name of something important that he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Sizzle was his fiancée's name. Those 10 years were very happy for me. They weren't very happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. Oh, I'm about to fucking cry here. It's touching. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. Shot him. That bullet hit the cat. That bullet hit Sizzle. I left my old self buried in that junkyard. I walked away. Why didn't he go back in time to save the cat? The black cat. I was possessing Sizzle then. I won't look very much like a murderer. The corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sizzle was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in the country when he left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sizzle, there inside the bag, was dead. What? First bullet did indeed hit him. I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sizzle inside the bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost strikes. I think I understand it now, why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse you could see at the time after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Oh, fuck. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual difference in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fact of death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just left my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just died along with you. That's so sad. For real? In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sizzle's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? So, Yumil, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand it now, what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's why my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we go back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present.
I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again.
So these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? No matter what the reason. There's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I've no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sizzle. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yumil? Thank you, Sizzle. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yumil.
Sizzle, are we ever going to see each other again? I can understand if you're worried.
Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then.
Sizzle, I'll never forget you.
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you've come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jowd. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now we're each going back to our very new present. We said goodbyes to the parts of our story that would be lost, believing that someday our paths will all cross again. Wait! Before you go to the new present, I want to thank you. It's Ray!
So who is that?
Before I ceased to exist. Oh, it's you. Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sizzle. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? Want to know, what exactly are you? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you one other version of tonight's event. Another version? You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. Donk.
Hi, Clem.
What? If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in a lonely spot in the outskirts of town. If you had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. No way! And after they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left, and in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow sparrow lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. Wait, look at that! The powers of dead, but how? He didn't really understand it himself, not yet anyways. All you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. Though it just wasn't anything he could do with only the powers to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the man. There still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in the red in the deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? What? And he never went back. He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. A story that's taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? No fucking way! That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fate of those people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. And then at last, the fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak, so I decided I needed to find somebody to help this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate a death lamp. Over the course of long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the Man in Red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power, especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know that much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before, on that night, the first time around. Wait, what? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at the junkyard at the edge of town. I followed the ghost world path to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness a twisting and swiveling dance lamp. It made my first stand on end, I can tell you. That wasn't me, so I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. What the? And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That is why I decided that, this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. A mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to your meal. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you on the right direction, and then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you had only till tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you would not have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. Then, so you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. Holy crap. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Mistle. I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Mistle. So you waited and waited to stand long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course, because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sizzle. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. Years later. Huh? How come it's dark? Let's just turn on the lights here. That's the mother of Camilla, who died that day. Oh, and it's Lynn! Uh-oh. The gun is gone! Hey! Oh! It worked! Sizzle!
Hey, were you surprised?
You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death.
Yippee, it worked!
It's not even my birthday today.
It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made a surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again.
That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right?
Really? Thank you, Detective Chow. Dad, you're home!
Hey, Camilla, let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to Detective Division today.
Hey, Camilla, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on the detective thing.
Huh? Is something wrong?
You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though.
How long are you going to keep wearing the toy badge, Lynn?
What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective.
It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? We would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day.
When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow.
A destiny, eh?
Now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where the destiny will lead me.
That you will. That you will.
Oh, Lord, don't tell me you're the same little kitten.
That's right, the very one.
You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten.
Still a kitten?
Yep, he never got any bigger or anything.
Wow, what mysterious little fellow.
I know, right? His name is Sizzle.
Sizzle?
Seems we have heard the name sound before.
He knows the facts.
I think Sizzle likes you, Lynn.
He remembers as well.
It's the mother!
Alright, everyone, let's start the celebration.
Okay, Mom.
Does she remember? I bet you're just like me. Your destiny will let you here somehow too. And so we meet again, Sizzle! She remembers, doesn't she? From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they're all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow. In some way. And now, this is my new fate. He got hit by a piece of the meteorite! Oh shit, dropped my fucking headset on my head. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives as they unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Oh my fucking god! He's the fucking cat! He's the fucking cat all this time! You're playing as the... Oh my god! It's a dog! Ah! It's so fucking great! The dances! Like I said, this is my birthday! Hey, Miss Little Papa has to stay home about the fort? Yeah, birthdays how we're celebrating together. We're friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. He just eats his spaghetti. Aw, look at the little kids over there. It says it all the way up there. Oh my god! Can't believe it! So epic, the ending. Oh my god, what the hell is that guy doing? There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective just like Inspector Carbonara eating his spaghetti. And what kind of example is the Inspector providing for his man? Koki Kinoshita! Na mama na yoshino yuri katai wa mi. I want to skip this. I don't like credits. But I want to see the scenes. Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory, what are you doing here?
I heard you were kind of picking new members for this festive and association unit today.
So you took one of Fire up here again, just so you can eavesdrop?
Yee, maybe. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go through to reach my goals.
Oh boy. Oh, it's bugged. He bugged the thing. Oh my god. Nom, nom. La la, I've never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. Turmeric coriander, commandant fenugreek, curry la 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 la.
This new curry chicken menu item?
Oh, but our very best customers requesting it. Now, good luck with the taste testing.
Hoopla! Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. It's so exactly that he's very best customer anyways.
Lynn is... Oh! Oh! It's the guy! It's the guy! It's the curry guy! It's the bad curry guy! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's the curry guy! There's a fucking customer there! Are you sure you'll need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. Gunpowder, not TNT, you dingus. Wait a minute. 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Poor guy! Ah! He's still gonna get fucked by the police tonight! Oh my god! Oh, why was there saving money up there anyways?
And that's where you work, huh, Papa?
That's right, sweetheart. Pardon, husband. Don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? No, no. Must you talk that way in front of our darling husband? Here's our searching mind of my darling husband. Ding! Oh, pfft, headshot it. Hiko Honda. All those Japanese names. Like, there's not a lot of people working on this. Oh, never mind. Jesus. Oh, okay. I take that back. 5 people over the programming?
This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these games are quite good, my man.
Did you know it's about to scrape the bottom of the seas here? Be forewarned, sir.
Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me the keys of the papers? I believe I nearly died of fright just now.
What the fuck are they now? Like, what deal are you talking about now? Deal with the cat? Music Masakazu Sugimori. He's good. Let me tell you that. I love the music of this game. Love, bees and pigeons! Long live rock and roll! Oh, hey. Hitting guy.
Stop the bot from changing your mission. Protect the rights of those who live here.
It's Bailey. Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that.
Well, let me show you. A new dance has been passed down in our family. 4 generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it dance away the pain.
Oh, I'm really interested in that one. Think you'll show it to me, say, next week?
Got it!
Oh wait, Yomiel's going to be oh, it's probably Yomiel's day out that he's getting released. You know? Oh, a lot of different fucking localizations here, holy shit. Whew. That's a lot of localization actually. Not gonna lie. There's a lot of people now. There were a lot of people first, but now there's a shit ton of people. Holy crap. Holy shit. Hey look! He's become a painter! 10 young years, Yamil. Your time is up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Thank you, Sizzle. I want to see what's on the painting. Come on, show me the painting. Damn it, I gotta go as the painting. It's evil. Oh, they are. Oh wow, that's amazing. I love it. I love it. Where's the cow in the picture? Oh my god, it's gonna... That's awesome! That's nice. Okay, one big family, eh? Well, guys, I guess that's it. That's Ghost Trick. Well, guys, thank you very much for staying, watching, and enjoying every episode of Ghost Trick that we have done. It was a great journey, let me tell you that. I loved it. I loved the game. I love the ending. I love the fact that you've been that goddamn fucking cat all the time. I enjoyed this game so much, you don't even know. It's definitely a recommendation. Anyways, guys, with that said, thank you all for watching the Ghost Trick Phantom Detective Let's Play, the very first complete Let's Play on my channel. Soon, we'll have Metroid in our hands. First, let's end this one. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.